When it comes to deer nutrition, we depend on a 365-day-a-year system. That's why we rely on Big Tine.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. New York, London to Japan. I'ma show the whole world who I am. Boom.
The Raven Project is brought to you by Big Tine. Attract, develop, grow.
That means what I think it means. We're in trouble.
Case IH. Rethink productivity.
Dear Lord in heaven.
Hawk Optics. Vision accomplished.
What a Sam Hill.
Deer Grow. Better food plots, bigger deer. Scentlock, the most effective whitetail gear ever made.
Better find myself some camouflage.
Two lone does. Can you see that one in the corner? No. We just had a couple does step out, backs out of this food plot. They're still about, 70 yards or so. We need to work down through this plot and hopefully come down through this little chute right here in front of us. Give us a good shot. Okay, they're coming this way. Two in the front are big does. Okay, that one closest to us, okay? Okay. Ready? Yep.
Second bow camp at the Raven, man. We had a successful first bow camp. Posey come out of the gate strong. Shot an awesome buck, big Ron that we was targeting right out of the gate first night. Ace shot a mature doe with a crossbow. I mean, all in all, first bow camp, man, we went out with a high for sure.
Like always, we got good friends and family coming into camp. It's gonna be youth season, so we're pumped about that. And we also got Paige from Hawk coming in, and we're hoping camp number 2 is a banger.
I'm still after the 6x6, man. That deer from the first part of the first bow camp has been under my skin. I hunted him the entire first bow camp and didn't get him shot, although I got super, super close at one point. I kind of feel bad. I got guests in camp, you know, Paige is coming in. But at the end of the day, man, this deer has got under my skin, and it's gonna be every man and every woman for theirself because I'm hunting this deer. I mean, I've got him under my skin, and I'm not quitting until I get an arrow in the 6x6.
Man, what deer am I after? I don't even know. I'm after Curly Bill, I'm after Beamer, I'm after the Wide 8, I'm after the Gnarly 8. I don't even know their names. I don't even know what they look like. I don't know where they are, but I'm after all of them. If they get my ticker pumping, I'm gonna butter that biscuit. I don't even know what day it is. We think we saw our shooter last night. We're not 100% sure, but the tree that he walked right by, we will be in tonight. He's about 74 inches, hard-horned, but he means a lot to me, so we're going in after him and butter some biscuits.
He means so much to you, don't
He means so much to me.
You didn't even know he existed, so.
Bro, that's the first deer I ever seen on this farm.
I'll be honest with you, I'm ready to jam, but Cody, let me give you one bit of advice as you head to the tree tonight. It could help you get back in this. You know the best way to make it happen? Let it happen.
Sometimes plans change. You know, the wind's changed up a little bit on us, so we're gonna throw an audible in, and we're headed in after a deer that we call Scar. You know, Scar might not look like much, but he's actually the first deer that I've ever seen on my own property back in the day. So, I mean, he's special to me, and I'm pretty excited to see him.
We really took our borderline series on this plot and really structured it to where we got the deer where they want to go. We've got that part of the plot there, and then we got the Big Tine foundation perennial clover here on this side, and our deer Scar has been coming right here. This is my zone. I make the rules. We're gonna butter some biscuits tonight. Another buck behind him.
I mean, like I said, I've seen this deer a million times, but standing side by side with this 2.5-year-old, I couldn't tell a difference. He's coming right down the pipes. Here he comes, just getting closer and closer. And I mean, is it Scar? I don't know.
Yo, is that this deer? Look at him, look at him, look at him. Is that him? That was 100% him.
So the deer walks right through the hole going down the plot. And as he gets out of bow range, I realize that's definitely Scar.
I don't know, dude.
And what does he do? He turns around and he comes right back through the hole.
Don't move. Deer to our left's got us. Deer to the left's got us, dude. I can't move or bend. Don't move.
Scar is coming, and he is coming quick. But wait a second, is that Scar?
I mean, I feel like we've taken every step to make this as idiot-proof as we can. The deer is in the hole. He's supposed to be at full draw, and instead he's got his cell phone pointed up at Chip, trying to ask him if it's the right deer or not. I mean, I don't get the boy. Like, there's no excuses for this. Not only does he walk by once, then he walks by twice. There's no hope for the kid. If his brains was gunpowder and you set him on fire, he wouldn't have enough to blow his own nose.
It's gotta be him.
If I shoot this deer and it's not Scar, I mean, whew, I don't want my brother to yell at me because in the past, I've been scarred. And this is Scar. But is that Scar? I don't know, because I'm scarred. We're all scarred.
Yeah,
My
listen, I
knee.
cannot imagine you would second guess yourself.
Yeah, this is like a Cody I've never. All that trash he talked us to.
Dude.
I'm telling you what I'm doing tonight. I'm going out on a mission, man.
He's always talking about
Dude, the only deer I wanted to shoot was the deer my brother was like, if you shoot
I'm gonna
that
be
deer,
honest.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Came
I
by
don't
like 4 times.
I don't feel bad for you. I feel bad for her. Your wife coming here, and then this just, you know, she doesn't know the man she married, and neither do I.
She was looking forward to seeing it.
I felt good about the decision.
The Raven Project is brought to you by Outdoor Edge Knives, Field to Freezer, and everything in between. Hooeyman, your land, your legacy. On X Hunt app, know where you stand. Baker Implement, trusted equipment of the Raven Project.
We tried it last night in here, same blind. We've been hunting this 6x6 out of. Just got back from Ohio. We're back in Missouri. Got my buddy Josh with me for good luck tonight, hopefully. And fingers crossed, man, we're gonna get it done on the 6x6. I just pulled up my 1X Hunt app here on my phone while we're sitting in the blind. It's pretty easy once you look at the map and kind of see how this is set up, why it works the way it does, because we've been hunting it with a northeast wind, but we had a wind switch today to the southwest, so we've been hunting it across the plot. We bounced over here into the blind. We got a perfect wind right in our face, and these deer are bedding about 150, 200 yards to the north of us. There's a big cutover up there, and they're coming out of there, so it should work out perfect. And when you look at it on X Hunt, it all makes sense and lays out the way that we need it to for the wind, for where they're bedding, and for where the blind is in relation to where they're bedding and hitting the plot. So if they do what they need to do, and if they do what I think they'll do according to the map and onX, we should be in the chips tonight.
You know, so many times whenever you have a particular deer like this that you know you're gonna key in on, you kind of place everything, manipulate everything, and kind of spin the whole program right there in that particular spot for a specific deer, and that's exactly what we did on the 6x6. We hung a set of millenniums on the opposite side of the plot so we could hunt this deer on practically any wind, and then down to putting in a Hooeyman electric fence system. We held that to the very last minute to make sure that we had a lush, good food plot right there in front of the blind, in front of the tree stand. You know, we hunted this deer for a week with the fence up. There was still a little bit of food left in the plot. He was hitting it hard. you know, I made the executive decision at that point. The food plot had been eaten down pretty bad. I said, I'm gonna drop this fence. I'm gonna try to allow that deer to come in and suck in tight to this blind. And the whole time I'm watching the cameras and I'm noticing the 6x6 is coming in. He's coming in, he's getting earlier and earlier and earlier to finally he daylighted.
He's got to come to the left. I can't shoot him right there, Philly. He's right here tight. I can't get back far enough to the right there. He's going to have to come left. All right. Here we go. Good right there. Smoked him. Smoked him! Smoked him, baby. Good job, boys. Good job, team. I hammered him. You hammered him, dude.
You had to work for him.
Did you see how I was twisted up? I had come in the worst possible spot. Completely different than I thought he would come in. I got my buddy Josh from North Dakota down here setting the night, Aiden behind the camera. They looked up and thank God they saw him because he come in tight right here to the right. I had to draw over here and move like this. And I was right up against the window. But I hammered him. I mean, smoked him. What's going on? So we got a track job, son. We got hammered the 6x6.
Congrats, dude.
Thanks, man. I'm freaking pumped. I am pumped.
Junior?
Smoked him.
For sure?
Oh, 100%. Smoked.
How far
Smoke
was
City. We went across the creek today. I looked down, and there's like a 30-year-old horseshoe in the creek. I got out of the truck, washed it off. I'm like, I'm putting this in my pack. It's literally, look, it's literally in my pack.
I think that's an Indian horseshoe.
Look at that sucker.
I told you. Dude, that's a
It
horseshoe
worked.
and a half right
It
there.
worked.
Dude, that thing come off of Clydesdale.
I'm telling you, it's staying right in my pack, too. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's go get it.
Which way do you run?
Look at right here. Look at right here, boys. Look at right here. That joker took it further than I thought he would. Oh,
what a freaking shot, dude.
Oh, he's a stud, boy. The 6x6 took his last hoorah tonight. Man, look at that buck, man. I could not be any more pumped to shoot what is probably definitely my best Missouri bow buck, and to do it right here on our home dirt, man. I can't. I'm at a loss of words. I mean, I've always wanted to shoot a typical 6x6. Finally got a chance, man. We passed this deer at 3.5. We had him last year at 4.5. Stayed off of him, and then this year at 5.5. We knew he was a deer we wanted to target, and we got him smoked at about 20 yards. And I could not be any more pumped up, man. Have my little brother Cody here. We got the whole crew. His wife Kelsey. They just got married. And we're out here on the farms celebrating the right style. Oh, man.
Man, all the work that we've done is pretty crazy to see how far this property has came. And the Raven Properties is something special. I mean, it takes time, it takes effort, but in the long run, it's gonna pay off. Look at the proof we have. I mean, we've got the 6x6, we've got Big Ron. I mean, I don't even have to kill a deer this camp. That's a win for the whole camp. That is a dang good deer, and we are pumped for him. He deserves it. He has put the time and the work in for this joker, and hey, that's a world-class deer.
And this is going to be continued because we got rifle camp coming, and I can promise you there's going to be some good times to be had, and there's going to be some deer hitting the ground when the powder starts burning.
Well, I've spent more time on stages in these nightclubs than I've spent to love my woman and my kids. Now I'm spending much more